There you That's funny. I figured somebody would figure it out. I just got home late from a session. Oh, but I am here. Man, running late. I had a client and I had to stop at the store. I just got in, got changed and fired this up really quick, so I had to put groceries away, so I figured as long as it was live, my tribe's smart, somebody would figure out and say, okay, he's here, rather than just not have anything at all. I decided to turn it on. Okay, there's sound check. Oh. All right. Welcome, Z. Good to see you, and I know Nita's there somewhere. Don's here. Where are you hiding? I'm here now. Oh. I just came home from my office. I was running late, so rather than not turn it on and have people think I'm not going live tonight, which I would never do, I just got it all fired up and figured if people saw that it was going live, I would eventually show up. And here I am. Good to see you. Doors are officially open. As always, first people in get the best virtual seats in the house. So you guys can climb, get right up here to the foot of the stage, as it were. And good to see you. All right, doors are open. We'll wait a minute for the rest of the tribe to catch up with you. And let's get some music going for this Soulful Sunday. Good to see everybody here. All right, there's sound check and warm up. So, sipping with you got 'em. Welcome to Soulful Sunday. Hopefully by now most of you have produced and absorbed and produced and let go of all that tryptophan from that turkey and subsequent food coma. And that should have been done by yesterday, given that Friday was the day after Thanksgiving. And so here we are on Sunday, December 1st. Can you believe that? 24 days until Christmas. Seems like Halloween just came and went so quickly. All right, well, the doors are open, as they shall remain throughout the set. Let's get some music going. My buddy Steve Poltz will be here Thursday. I feel bad for anybody that can't make that show. Man, it's going to be epic. He doesn't get here very often, so I had my tickets like a month ago. So, my buddy Steve, his friend, Bob Schneider from Austin, Texas. This is a song of his I love to play. Oh, there's Johnny. He's so sweet. He's book of sugar and devil's meat. Hard as boardwalk, bubblegum, and smooth as 151. But hey, it's alright. I don't mind, and I won't fight. Hey, it's alright, 'cause baby you can come with me tonight. Oh, and there's Larry, he's alright. He's a walking stick of lit dynamite, always gets it wrong, and his heart's as soft as a chicken bone. But hey, hey, it's alright, I don't mind, and I won't fight. Hey, hey, it's alright, 'cause baby you can come with me tonight. We can lose ourselves, not find our way back home, till the whole world feels just like a Saturday night, without a care in the world, without a net underneath us, floating through the air, high as a kite. Hey, hey, my, my, you're as pretty as the big blue sky. Hey, hey, it's alright, 'cause baby you can come with me tonight. Oh, and there's Barry, he's okay. He might even find himself one of these days with his diamonds and cocaine and his honey, I won't ever do that again. But hey, hey, it's alright, I don't mind, and I won't fight. Hey, hey, it's alright, 'cause baby you can come with me tonight. Whoa, whoa, whoa. All right, little Bob Schneider from Austin, Texas. Don, if I'm not mistaken, you're in Texas. Please type in where, because I can't remember. But I believe you're still residing in Texas. That was Bob Schneider from Austin, Texas. No new check-ins. All right. Well, the doors are open. Let's do, is Don still with us? I don't know. Hopefully. Let's do a little, the late great Townes Van Zandt. Living on the road, my friend, is gonna keep you free and clean. Now you're wearing your skin like iron and your breath's as hard as kerosene. You're what your mama's only son, but her favorite one it seems. She began to cry when you said goodbye and sank into your dreams. Pancho was a bandit, boys. His horse was fast as polished steel. He wore his gun outside his pants for all the honest world to feel. Pancho met his match, you know, on the borders down in Mexico. No one heard his dying words, and that's the way it goes. And all the federales say they could have had him anything, they only let him hang around out of kindness, I suppose. Now Lefty, he can't sing the blues all night long like he used to. The dust that Pancho bit down south ended up in Lefty's mouth. The day they laid poor Pancho low, Lefty left for Ohio. And where he got the bread to go, ain't nobody knows. And all the federales say they could have had him any day. They only let him slip away out of kindness, I suppose. Pick it. It'll never heal. The poets write how Pancho fell. Lefty lives in cheap hotels. The border's quiet and Cleveland's cold. And so the story ends, we're told. Pancho needs your prayers, it's true, but save a few for Lefty too. He only did what he had to do. And now he's growing old. And all the federales say they could have had him any day. They only let him go so wrong. Out of kindness, I suppose. A few great federales say they could have had him any day. They only let him go so wrong. Out of kindness, I suppose. All right, some of the late great Townes Van Zandt. Second song in, kicking off this edition of Soulful Sunday. Sip 'em if you got 'em. Glad you're all here. Don says you're still in Texas. Yeah. Let me see, what was I gonna play? Hang on, give me a second. Oh yeah. Did you move straight from Arizona? So we were in, what, 7th grade? I don't know if you stayed for 8th grade. Can't remember. And I don't know if you moved straight from Arizona to Texas, but glad you're tuning in. There's the Bat Girl. She's here from Iowa or Ohio. I get those mixed up sometimes. And Don's here from Texas. 6th grade, okay. Well, my friend Jeff Robertson and I used to play guitars together starting in 5th grade. Jeff and I and the toughest kid in school, one of the toughest men I've ever met, Rick Nagel. We were in 5th grade music class together. And Jeff Robertson was the first kid I ever knew had electric guitar. He had a Fender Mustang. A Fender Mustang looked like a Fender Stratocaster that had been washed on the wool cycle and shrunk. And he was an awesome, way better guitar player than me. But we used to sit in 7th grade, 6th or 7th grade. I'd go over to his house and a guitar teacher taught him how to play a James Taylor song. And so we used to sit and play that song, which I'm going to play. But Jeff and Rick and I, in 5th grade, man, Mrs. Suter was our music teacher. And remember, we used to have those like showcases, 5th, 6th, 7th, and 8th grade. And they were at night at that band shell outside. Remember, and they would have like the 5th grade music showcase and all that. So Miss Suter formed Rick and Jeff and I as a group, and we sang like Johnny Cash songs and stuff. And she called us the 3/5, like a fraction, because we were 3 5th graders, the 3/5. And so I remembered that. And so I don't know when you were at Grandview with us, but you might remember that. And so Jeff and I played guitar and vocals, and Rick sang vocals. He liked to try to sing like Elvis, way before I ever did. And anyway, we were the 3/5, 3/5, like a fraction, because we were 3 5th graders. I've always thought it would be fun to reform that group just for grins and get a band and sing. Um, so you went from Phoenix to Dallas, the 3/5. Yeah. Yeah, it was fun. So Jeff and I would sit in his room, and there was a guitar teacher at Central Music on Central Avenue that taught guitar. It was a very famous guy named Bill Williams. I never took from him. I took classical flamenco. But he taught Jeff this song, and this was a James Taylor song, very famous, that James had on his, I'm trying to remember the album cover. It's the one where he's kind of laying down on the grass. Anyway, so we learned how to play this, and then years later as an adult, I learned how to play the actual version. So here it is. Just yesterday morning, they let me know you were gone. Suzanne, the plans they made, but in the end, I woke up this morning and I wrote down the song. I just can't remember to send it to, but I've seen fire and I've seen rain. I've seen sunny days that I thought would never end. I've seen lonely times when I could not find a friend, but I always thought that I'd see you again. Won't you look down upon me, Jesus? You gotta help me make a stand. You just gotta see me through another day. My body's aching and my time is at hand. I just won't make it any other way. But I've seen fire and I've seen rain. I've seen sunny days when I thought would never end. I've seen lonely times when I could not find a friend, but I always thought that I'd see you again. I've been walking my mind to an easy time, my back turned towards the sun. Lord knows when the cold wind blows, it'll turn your head around. Well, there's hours of time on the telephone line, I talk about things to come, sweet dreams and flying machines and pieces on the ground. And oh, but I've seen fire and I've seen rain. I've seen sunny days that I thought would never end. I've seen lonely times when I could not find a friend, but I always thought that I'd see you, baby, one more time again now. Thought I'd see you one more time again. There's just a few things coming my way this time around now. Thought I'd see you, thought I'd see you again. Na 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 na. Ooh, I haven't done that one in a while, man. A little JT James Taylor for my Soulful Sunday Drive. Thanks for checking in. Sip 'em if you got 'em. Don said 3/5. That's exactly the way it was written. Amy says, fun. That was awesome. Don says, Team Room concerts on Fridays. That was it? Couldn't remember. I knew it wasn't Showcase, but Team Room. That's right. Amy says, love that song. Well, I've got a double shot of James Taylor. I should know more James Taylor, but I know two. So I'll do the other one. When you're down and troubled and you need some love and care, and nothing, oh nothing is going Just close your eyes and think of me. Soon I will be there to brighten up even your darkest night. You just call out my name, and you know where I am. I'll come running, see you again. Winter, spring, summer, fall, and all you gotta do is call, and I'll be there. Yes, I will. You got a friend. If the sky high above you should grow dark and full of clouds, and that old cold northern wind should begin to blow, just keep your poor head together and call my name out loud. Soon you'll hear me knocking upon your door. You just call out my name, and you know wherever I am, I'll come running, see you again. Winter, spring, summer, fall, and all you gotta do is call, and I'll be there. Yes, I will. Hey, ain't it good to know that you got a friend when people can be so cold? They'll hurt you and desert you. They'll take your soul if you let them. Oh, but don't you let them. You just call out my name, and you know wherever I am, I'll come running. Yes, I will see you again. Hey baby, don't you know about that winter, spring, summer, fall, and all you gotta do is call, and I'll be there. Yes, I will. You've got a friend. You got a friend. Ain't it good to know you got a friend? Ain't it good to know you got a friend? Oh, baby, you got a friend. All right, there's a double shot at JT and James Taylor. Going back to my grade school days and my friend Don Crow. We went to grade school together for a couple of years, up into the 6th grade, and now she's in Texas. And those are some of the couple of songs we played. Well, that one in particular with my friend Jeff Robertson, Rick Nagel, the toughest kid in school. And we were in that 5th grade band called the 3/5 that Don typed up. That's our teacher, Miss Suter, I think. She was our music teacher. She formed us as a trio, as a group. Yeah, we played at those, what did you call them? Team room concerts. Yeah. We played in that band shell at night. They used to have those. And I remember Rick and Jeff and I, we played like Johnny Cash songs and James Taylor, except for our voices were in 5th grade. Johnny Cash songs and James Taylor. They weren't quite like they are now. Stuff hadn't started happening yet. You know what I mean? So things weren't dropping and hormones weren't changing yet. But we had a lot of fun. And so, Don, you left in 6th grade. Well, on September 12th, 1973 is a red letter date in pop rock history. That was 4 days before my 13th birthday. James Taylor and others, or Jim Croce and others perished in that plane crash taken off from Natchitoches, Louisiana. And so I had all three Jim Croce's LP records. I would sit on the side of my bed. When I was 14, the next year, they released the Jim Croce Songbook, which is like my most prized musical possession. I still have it, other than this Taylor guitar. And my other Taylor that my friend Steve Poltz signed for me. I would sit on the side of my bed and play those LPs on my little phonograph and play along with all the sheet music to all those songs. And so I feel like it's only fitting I should do. You might have already been gone, but the next year, like 7th, 8th grade, is when I started playing Jim Croce stuff. Amy says, love that song. Thank you. Kels is here. Welcome. And Kaylin, are you kidding? Are you here? My former Uber instructor at my school taught us massage and craniosacral therapy, and then I got to officiate her wedding ceremony with she and her husband, Philip, in the parking lot of an Applebee's in Mesa, Arizona. Her mom and I think her aunt were the witnesses. That's one of my favorite wedding memories. In fact, it's my favorite. Hope you're still here because I brought my guitar with me. We did it in that day, and it was like, she messaged me and said, can you come marry Philip and I? And so we did, with only like an hour and a half notice. And on the way there, because I'm not going to officiate a wedding ceremony without music, and I thought, what song can I play? And so I, of course, as you do, I pulled an Elvis Presley song out, which I was going to play after a Jim Croce song, but Dawn left in August of '72. So yeah, that was before I started playing Jim Croce stuff, like by a year. But I'm going to bump Jim Croce to, let me see, I played Little League a couple of years. So when you're up to bat, you're on deck. So I'm going to move Jim Croce from at bat to on deck, and I'm going to play the song that I sang at Kaylin and Philip's ceremony, an Elvis Presley song. I want to play this first, then I'll get back to some middle school stuff with Jim Croce. So here we go. Wise men say only fools rush in, but I can't fall in love with you. Shall I stay? Would it be a sin if I can't fall in love with you? Like a river flows surely to the sea, darling, so it goes. Some things are meant to be. Take my hand, take my whole life too, for I can't fall in love with you. Like a river flows surely to the sea, darling, so it goes. Some things are meant to be. Take my hand, take my whole life too, for I can't fall in love with you, for I can't fall in love with you. All right. There's a wedding song that I played when I officiated Kaylin and Philip's wedding ceremony, which is still it's my favorite wedding singer story as I'm getting the Wedding Singer movie mixed up in my head. My favorite story as a wedding officiant and playing music. Oh, and Kaylin said we're here. Yay! You're welcome. I'm so glad you guys are here. And so if I'm gonna do like double shots of James Taylor and anytime my friend Steve Poltz shows up, I will do that, his music. So I did a double shot of James Taylor. I'm going to play some Jim Croce. I'll do a double shot of that. So I got to do a double shot of Elvis. How can you not? So let's. Ooh, I was going to play one, but my muse said do this one instead. Did Gene check in? Gene and Kevin? I don't think so. No. My lifelong friends, Kevin and I met in the Air Force in 1980. So he loves this song. I play this song for them. It's a couple's song. Well, it's a song about life. Any of us that have been coupled understand the ups and downs, but you hold on and still maintain love. And so I didn't hear the song until a couple of years ago when I traded in my car, had a 5-month subscription to Sirius XM, and I found channel 76, the Elvis channel, and I'd never heard this song in all my life. And so I had to learn it. So I love this song. How many girls choose cotton dress words when they could have satins and lace and stand by her man, never once letting shame touch her face? I'm still getting over a head cold, sorry. And how many hearts could live through all the winter we've known and still not be cold? True love travels on a gravel road. Love is a stranger and hearts are in danger on smooth streets paved with gold. Oh, true love travels on a gravel road. Down through the years we've had hard times and tears, but they only helped our love grow. And we'll stay together no matter how strong the wind blows. Not once have I seen your blue eyes fill with envy or stray from the one that you hold. Oh, true love travels on a gravel road. Yeah, love is a stranger and hearts are in danger on smooth streets paved with gold. Oh, true love travels on a gravel road. Yeah, true love travels on a gravel road. Yeah, true love travels on a gravel road. Man, I love that song. All of us as adults on this side of life know exactly what that song's about. And so here's to all my couples that are holding hands and braving the fierce storms of life together. I salute you and love that song. Let me see, any new check-ins? No. All right, so back to middle school. Dawn, my friend Dawn Crow, we were in grade school together for a few years, and then she moved to Texas, where she still lives. So Moving on to around 7th grade, between 7th and 8th grade, I got that Jim Croce songbook, and I would sit on the edge of my bed with my LPs spinning on my little turntable, portable turntable, and I learned how to play Jim Croce stuff. And Z checked in; he's a big Jim Croce fan, so let's do. These are what I call them, my oldest friends as far as music goes. Some of the stuff I first learned, first started playing as a teenager. Well, I know it's kinda late. I hope I didn't wait, but what I've got to say can't wait. I know you'd understand, but every time I tried to tell you, the words just came out wrong. So I'll have to say I love you in a song. Yeah, I know it's kinda late, strange, but every time I'm here, I just run out of things to say. I know you'd understand, but every time I try to tell you, the words just came out wrong. So I'll have to say I love you in a song. But every time the time was right on, the words just came out wrong. So I'll have to say I love you in a song. Yeah, I know it's kinda late. I hope I didn't wake you, but there's something that I just gotta say. I know you'd understand, but every time I tried to tell you, the words just came out wrong. So I'll have to say I love you in a song. There's my favorite Jim Croce song, and of course I'm going to do a double shot. So there's a shout out to Don Crow. We were in grade school together for a little while, and by the miracle of modern technology and Facebook Live tonight, we're still able to stay in contact. I'm going to do a double shot of Jim Croce. So let's do. That was a radio release. This was not. That's been one of my favorites since I first heard it as a teenager, and I've come to understand it better as an adult with some laps around the sun, as we all do. So I want to play this one. Hey, tomorrow, where are you going? Do you have some room for me? 'Cause the night is falling and the dawn is calling, and I'll have a new day if she'll have me. Hey, tomorrow, I can't show you nothing. You've seen it all pass by your door. So many times I've said I've been changing, then slipped into patterns of what's happened before. 'Cause I've been wasted and I've overtasted all the things life's gave to me. And I've been trusted, abused, and busted, and I've been taken by those close to me. And tomorrow, you've gotta believe that I'm through wasting what's left of me. 'Cause the night is falling and the dawn is calling, and I'll have a new day, she'll have me. 'Cause I've been wasted and I've overtasted all the things life's gave to me. And I've been trusted, abused and busted, and I've been taken by those close to me. Hey, tomorrow, where are you going? Do you have some room for me? 'Cause the night is falling and the dawn is calling, and I'll have a new day if she'll have me. I'll have a new day if she'll have me. Man, I love that song. Such a simple but very powerful, poignant song. The late great Jim Croce, remembering, looking back on middle school days with my friend Don Crow, checking in from Texas. We spent a couple years up to 6th grade as schoolmates, so thanks for checking in and influencing my set list tonight, as I love. Z says, thanks, he's a big Jim Croce fan, you're welcome. So I did a second song in, I did a late great Townes Van Zandt. And since I'm kind of doing double shots of music, I didn't think of this until earlier, so let's do a double shot of Townes Van Zandt, because I only knew 2 songs. As a matter of fact, I accompanied my friend Kelsey on this. Gosh, I can't even believe it might have been 8 or 10 years ago, with another classmate of mine during my Friday night residency at the coffee shop. So we did this song together. I haven't played this in a while. If I needed you, would you come to me? Would you come to me and ease my pain? If you needed me, I would come to you. I would swim the seas for to ease your pain. Now in the night for all the morning is born, and the morning shines with the lights of love. You will miss sunrise if you close your eyes, and that would break my heart in two. Lady's with me now, since I showed her how to lay her lily hand in mine. Loop and Lynn agree, she's a sight to see and a treasure for the poor to find. If I needed you, would you come? Would you come to me and ease my pain? If you needed me, I would come to you. I would swim the seas for to ease your pain. Townes Van Zandt song. Seems fitting, perfect for a soulful Sunday. 1st of December, 24 days until Christmas. So he said, thanks, you're welcome. Amy, sounds great. Thank you. Donna's happy to help, influencing my set list. Yes, I mentioned my buddy Steve Poltz, and I have not done a Steve Poltz song. Obviously, his biggest hit was with that poet and singer he discovered named Jewel, working at a coffee shop, and they co-wrote that #1 hit in 1996 that knocked the Macarena off the charts. You Were Meant for Me. That's not the song I'm going to play, but just in case you didn't know who Steve Poltz was, I call him the most famous guy you've never heard of. He will be in town this coming Thursday, and I've got tickets. Man, I can't wait. He doesn't come but every couple of years. I think he was here over a year ago at the Rhythm Room, so he'll be at a new venue for him. Been following him for 18 years, got to sing on stage with him at the Rhythm Room. Hosted him 3 times for house concerts at my house, and he wrote this song in Australia several years ago that I love. It's called 10 Chances. I only had 1 minute left on my calling card. I was halfway around the world and it was raining really hard. And I only had a couple of aspirin and a half a can of beer. So I swallowed down for courage, but it was still pretty hard to hear. It's only in 3 words that I wanted to tell you, but it would be easier if you were here and I could smell you. Words are falling, I don't know. They drift, they pass, they melt like snow. I know I may be a flake, I'll scrape my knees and make mistakes. I may lose, but mostly win. Sometimes I get soaked in sin, but I fall right back into your arms again. So I ordered 4 cans of Tooheys, set them on the trunk. Had a long conversation with a hopeless drunk. And I only had 5 tickets and 6 new friends. So one of them had a hissy fit and drove off in her Mercedes-Benz. Words are falling, I don't know. They drift, they pass, they melt like snow. I know I may be a flake, but scrape my knees and make mistakes. I may lose, but mostly win. Sometimes I get drenched in sand, but I fall right back into your arms again. So we played 7 cards stud, and I had a royal flush. I took out your picture and started to blush. I only had 8 lives. Most cats got 9. Meow. So I skipped out on the bungee jumping just this time. Just this time. 'Cause I only had 10 chances to say I love you. Words are falling, I don't know. They drift, they pass, they melt like snow. I know I may be a flake, I scrape my knees and make mistakes. I may lose, but mostly win. Sometimes I get soaked in sand, but I fall right back into your arms again. I'll collapse into your loving arms again. Yeah, fall right back in your arms again. Oh, all right. There's some of my buddy Steve Poltz I get to see Thursday evening. Dawn said, happy to help. All caught up? Oh, excuse me. Man, these hours go by so quickly. Oh, thank you all for checking in. Let's do a double shot of Steve, of course, as you do. Let's. I'm going to end on another song of Steve's that I played at weddings, memorial services, my daughter's wedding in Mexicali, Mexico, or not Mexicali. That's where I did my Elvis tribute show. Anyway, down in Mexico, years ago, and one of my favorite Steve Poltz songs. We're going to end on this one. Amy says that's great. Thank you. I love everything about you, and I love the way you comb your hair, and I love the way you sashay in the room. Your perfume lingers in the air. I love everything about you. Whoa, about you. And I love the way you lick your lips, dear. You got fireworks in your head. And I love the way you bring me water when I'm thirsty in your bed. I love everything about you. Whoa, about you. You were surely kissed by angels. Just look at the freckles on your face. You got the devil in your eyes. You disappear like a trace. Well, I love sneaking up behind you when you're looking in the mirror. The way your eyes lock into mine, dear. Without guilt and without fear, I love everything about you. Whoa, not you. I love everything Whoa, about you. All right, my Soulful Sunday tribe, that'll do it for this edition, December 1st, first day of December, 24 days until Christmas, counting them down. So glad to see all of you that were able to check in. So fun to see my friend Dawn, who I actually haven't seen in, gosh, over 40 years. But we went to grade school together. She's in Texas. Thanks for checking in. Amy's in Ohio. You're welcome. Thanks for checking in. Thanks for all my other tribe members who are local in the Valley. Z, it's good to see you. And to do some Jim Croce stuff, which I know you really like. Me too. Kaylin, my former instructor, Uber instructor, and I get to have the privilege of officiating her wedding ceremony to her and her awesome husband, Philip. In the parking lot of an Applebee's in Mesa, Arizona, played an Elvis Presley song for her and her aunt, who was her, I believe, the two witnesses, her mom and her aunt, and that was so much fun. Still my favorite wedding officiant story of all time. Making sure I didn't miss anybody. Z says, thanks, you're welcome. Don says, forever in my prayers. Oh, bless you. Thank you for that. Good to see all of you in here. I hope that tryptophan has made its way through it out of your system. Food comas are over from Thursday. Good to see everybody here, and as always, namaste. The divinity in me recognizes and honors the divinity in you. Thank you for keeping yourselves healthy, those immune systems bolstered up. Thanks for tuning in on this Soulful Sunday as you wind down your weekend, getting ready to start Monday. I will be back on Wednesday, same bat time and channel, 7 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. Have a great rest of your weekend, and Sunday, welcome to December, and we'll see you next time.